Hey there, welcome back, Dimes in Your Prime. It's Slay by Shay coming back at you, and I'm really excited to come with a Sephora Mini-Haul. And the reason I decided to do this is because as Dimes in our Prime, and me particularly, I don't have a lot of time to be shopping a lot for makeup. Honestly, I think it's really important to have like your day-to-day go-to makeup regimen, and I travel a lot, so I need to have something that is ready to go and that is easy travel and super versatile from day to night. So I've gotten to that point right now where I have really gone through my existing eyeshadow, blush, contour, highlighting arsenal, and it's time for a change. So I decided, you know what, I am going to do some research this time and see what, the most popular pop-in eye color palettes are on the market, and just give it a whirl and go to Sephora. So that's what I did. So I didn't go crazy, ladies. I only got 3 products, but I'm in love. I cannot wait to start using them. But I was so excited about the products that I wanted to unbox them with you, share them with you first, and then start using them. And I'll probably do some tutorials to share, or reviews. Let's get started. So first I'm going to show you the main reason why I went out to Sephora to upgrade what I was currently using. I'm going to show you where I started and then what I actually grabbed from Sephora. So first off is my eyeshadow palette. And I was using this, the Naked 3 by Urban Decay palette. And before I show it to you, it's so funny. When I was doing my research, I was looking at all of these expert makeup YouTubers, and they were talking about their top 5 and their bottom 5 eyeshadow palettes. And guess where this Naked palette showed up on most of their top or bottom? Yeah, on the bottom. So you'll probably see why. If you know a lot about makeup, you'll probably, as soon as I open this palette, understand why it was on the bottom. But I have to tell you, when I first got it, I was super excited about it. Because I was excited, but yeah, over time I found out that it was not as versatile as I thought. And it just did not give me the payoff that I really wanted. But because I don't like to invest a whole lot in makeup, I'm a really tried and true loyalist when it comes to makeup. Once I invest in something, I just kept it, right? And but now it's time to move on. So here we are. This is the palette. And as you can see, there's a lot of shades that are very similar. So that's probably the first thing you'll notice, which is why it wasn't very versatile for me. I couldn't get a lot of different looks out of this. I felt like, maybe 2 months in, I was like, gosh, it feels like I keep creating the same look even though I'm trying to mix it up. So that was really annoying. And I mean, if you look at this palette, you can see why. I mean, like, look at that. A lot of these shades are in the same family. The other thing I found about this palette that made it less versatile was that there's only a couple of matte shades. So this shade, which I used as my highlighter shade, as you can tell, like, I beat that to death. And then this shade, because that was the closest to a rose gold shade, I like slayed that. But it was like, it's more of like a shimmer, so I kind of used that shade as like my my lid shade a lot. And by the way, I use this palette for the look I have on right now. So I mean, you can see the look that I can achieve with it, but I feel like I always wear the same look even when I call myself mixing it up, and that's not good. And then you'll also notice in this palette there's a lot of shimmers, not a lot of matte. So I think this is a matte, which is what I use for my transition color, like right here to transition between my darks and my lights. and in the crease there. And then this is a matte, which I actually use to deepen and define my brows, which really does work because it's a really versatile shade. But those are the only three matte shades. And if you know anything about makeup or experimenting with makeup in terms of eyeshadow, you'll know that matte shades allow more blendability. Your more shimmery shades and, you know, glittery shades, they don't help with blending, nor do you want a lot of that on the lid at once. I mean, like, it's a lot, right? It's a lot of look. So at any rate, it was time, right? Like, as you can see, I like killed these pans, and it was just, it's time for me to graduate and move on. So I can't wait to show you my new palette. So I did my research. I, you know, listened to a lot of the expert YouTubers out there that are really into makeup. And this particular palette just kept coming up in conversation. So I thought, you know what, why not? I'll give it a try. So it is this. My Tarte is called the Tarteist Pro. And it has all of those beautiful shades, right? So right out of the gate, you can tell just from here that I'm going to get a lot more versatility out of this palette. So I'm super excited. This is the packaging, which I love, right? So for us dimes in our prime, this really fits into our style, right? Like, you got the matte black and the shimmery gold, boom, on the back. So it's really classic and sophisticated, yet with a little bit of edge, which I love. And it's pretty light. So as a traveler, you know, this is all you need for your eyes, and it carries well. So before I go into the actual palette, I did want to show you that they give you this really cool guide. See there, where they show you where you can create a few looks. So you've got Pro Edgy Glam, you've got Pro Smoked, Pro Minx, and Pro Trendy. So out of the gate, you can see how versatile the palette is, and they show you how to achieve those looks. So love that. So out of the gate, love that you have this big, huge mirror. It's beautiful. And then, boom, here are the glorious colors. And love that there's 20 shades. Isn't that awesome? So you have a lot to work with this palette, and lots of variation with color. Another thing that I would bring your attention to here is if you look at these rows going across, you can even create looks based on those rows. And by the way, just as an example of like the crazy pigmentation of these shades and like the depth of them, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Like, super versatile. Again, you have, you know, a range of colors, lots of depth, lots of breadth, and I just can't wait to start creating looks with this palette. So I think this is gonna really up my game in terms of versatility. So I'm super excited. I will probably do 1 or 2 looks and do a video and share this with you guys too. Okay, sound like fun? Yay! I can't wait. Okay, all right, so then the next item that I got was a blush, contour, and highlight palette. Okay, so I'll show you again from whence I came, what I was using prior. So I was using this BH Cosmetics Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow, and as you can see, it's a contour, highlight, and blush palette. So for me, again, no nonsense. I have to have, you know, everything kind of packaged in one. I can't, you know, just be dealing with a whole lot of compacts. So again, this one is actually kind of embarrassing how bad it is, but you know, this is where I am with it. I use this color as my contour. This I would use as sometimes a bronzer. I don't use bronzers very much. I would use these shades sometimes as a highlight, and this was my primary blush. Okay, so love this palette because again, it's all in one. you know, literally these two compacts on a regular basis is my face. This is my face. So what I did to try to replace that, you know, me and the sales girl, we couldn't hit the mark on the bullseye, but we got close. Okay, so where we landed was here with Too Faced Natural Face. It's a highlighter, blush, bronzing palette, but I'll tell you why in a minute, and you'll probably notice why when I open this, why it didn't hit the bullseye for me. This is the package. Beautiful, beautiful packaging, right? So you know, but it has its pros and cons. It's super pretty, but it's heavy, right? It's like heavier than I would want it to be as a traveler. But you know, the goods and the inside kind of make it worth it. Okay. So, that's the packaging. You open it up and you get these beautiful options, bam, right? For your highlight here, your blush here, and your contouring and bronzing here. So what I meant by not necessarily hitting the bullseye for me is the highlight, and I'm gonna show you in a minute, like bomb. Both of them are crazy bomb. The blush, I'm super excited to start using them on a day-to-day basis, but these bronzers work, okay, for what I do to accent, you know, my face around the perimeter, but the contouring, not really dark enough, right, for me to really show. We tried it in the store and didn't quite make it. It's still a beautiful palette. So let me show you this yumminess. Look at that. I don't even know, like, if you getting the realness of that, right? But it is so bomb, so pretty, so illuminating. There you go, bam. And then let me do the other one. Yes. So look at that, like instant glow. Love it. So I'm excited about this palette for sure, and it has a nice mirror on it as well. Okay, so that is my second product that I bought. And then last but certainly not least, every girl needs a great primer and a great setting spray to get like that tight, flawless look, right? That lasts throughout the day or the night, right? Because I was already using a primer sample that I received. I loved it because it really worked great when I travel, and like, you know how you go hard one night and like you wake up in the morning and you need to look flawless, but you're really not feeling it, and neither is your face. Yeah, that primer is the business. So I seen the same brand of primer, but in a 3-in-1 product. So can't wait to show you that. So here it is. It's by Too Faced, and it's the Hangover 3-in-1. So what makes it though a 3-in-1 is you can use it as a primer, you can use it to set your foundation and makeup, and you can use it as a refresher. So this is what the product looks like. It's a nice size, it's 4 ounces, so it'll take you a while to work your way through that. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to use this. Yeah, so my memory kicked me out of my video. So I'm back, but this is the Hangover 3-in-1 spray. It feels great. And actually it kind of worked out because now you can see the finished product from me actually using the mist. I love it. It felt good. It's setting, or further setting my makeup even more, and looking forward to using it as a primer as well. So there you have it. Those are the 3 products that I bought. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like this video, and let me know what else you would like to see. Like I said, I will definitely do a couple of looks with those palettes, probably in the same video, and share with you my thoughts. So thanks for tuning in, Dimes in Your Prime, and until next time, have a good one. Mwah.